Met Jeezy. That's how I met Jeezy. Magic City parking lot. This is, I believe, 2002. 2002, when them Hummers first came out, the H2s, whatever year them H2s first came out. We had twin H2s. Jeezy was broke down in the parking lot of the old school in Magic City. And me, Bull, Baby Blue, Big Cuz, like both all of us, we was all the niggas that lived in my house was in two Hummers. It's like 7 of us, 8 of us in two Hummers. Producer, S Dog, all of us. So we waiting for the girls to tip out after the club is over to come with us and go home. We're gonna tip them somewhere at home and had a little strip party at the crib. So the whole crowd that was in the club in Magic City that left from the parking lot, and the girls be taking an hour and a half to count all that money. So we wait. When he broke down, so when everybody gone, he's still there. Baby D was like, "Oh shit, man, your boy, you be listening to that song on that Southern Bread mixtape. That song you be playing all the time. It was a song that was a Dave Hollister remix that Jeezy had did. That I used to play. I used to like the hook. I'm like, oh shit, let's go see what's up with him. So we go to Jeezy, and that's how I met him. What's up, bro? He knew Baby D was, and she, what up, bro? This Blue, yeah, I know you. What's up, bro? BMF nigga, what's up, my nigga? What's up with your car, bro? You straight, man? This motherfucker won't start, dog. Like, then nigga, you need a tow truck? You're like, yeah, you get a tow truck. And we got cars and all that shit out there, and we lit. We BMF at this time. We popping in the city. I'm just trying to get the music popping. They know us as a crew better than they know the music at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I called the flatbed. Boom, called the tow truck nigga. He on the way, he comes. So by the time the tow truck put the car on, we just chopping it up about music and shit. But I'm telling what I'm trying to do in the city. Excuse me, all that. Tow truck come. He like, what y'all boy about to do? I'm like, shit, nigga, we finna go to the crib. I got the studio in the crib. We finna go drop some shit. I'm gonna go drop some shit, my nigga. What you want? You wanna fuck with? He like, hell yeah. So I go to the truck, holla at Bull and them. I'm like, look, nigga, that rapping shit, nigga, I'm gonna bring to the crib, do some music and shit. Y'all straight with that? Cause I'm still gonna tap it in with my nigga, cause they might be like, hell no, we don't want niggas around tonight. And I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna get your number and catch you next time. They like, we don't give a fuck, nigga. We just trying to get to these bitches, nigga. Let's go. Do whatever you gonna do. So, bro, nigga jumped in. We went to my crib and we did the song Rich and Rock Ice, the first song we ever did. Even though a nigga rich and a rock ice, I still bust a nigga head on a block, all right? Even though a nigga ball and I keep dope, I still turn a nigga head to a peephole. That's the first song we ever did in my house, the first night I met Jeezy, all right? So now, we end up becoming cool from that point. The record label, BMF Entertainment, is a record label. We don't got no billboards up. I'm making mixtapes. I'm at that point just trying to put the mixtapes out there. But I'm fucking with Jeezy now too on some rapping shit. So now I understand, all right, I need to slow myself down from rapping, become the executive, and I need to turn these niggas that's from the South into the niggas from BMF out here. The first niggas that's gonna drop from the South out here. And once I get them niggas popping and everybody know that I got them niggas popping and they BMF, I'm gonna come over top of that shit like, yeah, nigga, I'm the big homie. I'm the nigga that put all this shit together. That was the move. Meech is the boss. I'm running the BMF shit. So everything that come up under the BMF shit up under me. So Jeezy, all of these motherfuckers that was signed to BMF, that was supposed to be with BMF Entertainment, was up under me. It was my company with Meech. And they were signed as artists or acts under the company. Look, Jeezy didn't have no bread like that. I ain't saying he never had no money, but he wasn't rich or he had no money like that when I met him. I just told y'all he was broke down in the old school. He still had an old school. He's working on it or something. It was broke down. He had a Chevy 20 van with his little music wrapped on it. Come shop with me cover on a Chevy 20 van. That's an old school van or something. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he was at when I met him. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how the BMF shit progressed as an entertainment label. But you got to remember, we still had another side of BMF that was all street niggas. It was a bunch of niggas that didn't do no music, and they ain't really give a fuck about that music shit. So whatever Blue was doing with that music shit and the people that Blue was involving with the music shit, they ain't give a fuck. They were like, man, keep that shit over there. Nigga, this mob. Nigga, we ain't doing that music shit. We don't do no music, bro. Keep them niggas over there. That was like the stigma at the beginning. So when we got to a point where we would all be on the stage throwing the money, the names I named earlier would be the people that would be on the stage. We would all be on the stage, and whoever else was with us that was BMF, they would be in the crowd. They'll still have money to be throwing it, but everybody can't be on the stage. Like the main 4 people was on the stage. During that time is when I first met Jeezy, and how people treated Jeezy with us from our crew at that time was like he was a rap nigga and he was one of Blue people and they didn't know him. So when he would come to Magic City and then people in the front wouldn't let him in. Oh man, I'm with BMF, I'm with Blue now. They would come inside the club and grab somebody down there from BMF. Hey, y'all got somebody out here named Jeezy. Oh, man, that's Blue Man. Hold on. They'll come grab my pants leg while I'm standing on stage. Hey, man, your man out here, bro. You gonna come let him in? So these is my homeboy. When they can just tell the people, yeah, let him in. He with us. They don't want to do that. They want to put him through the rigmarole because they weren't fucking with him like that because he wasn't from the mob. So it was a stigma at the beginning. Well, it wasn't just Jeezy. Those any motherfuckers that was rapping that, like a nigga, if J-Boy ain't bring him there, when these people that rapping, there's some niggas I met or something that I was trying to bring around to get cool. Niggas wasn't fucking with niggas. They would try to fuck with us, but nigga, it would be one of them kind of things. So that's how niggas treated him at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But he was dope. I fucked with him, man. I would get down off the stage, go out there. Yeah, nigga, this my nigga. And when y'all see him come, y'all know he with me, bro. I won't have to keep getting down and coming out here and doing this shit. You feel me? It's my man, bro. So he good. Well, he coming there, and then now I got him in Magic City now. He could get in Magic City when I ain't there now because they know him. That nigga could never get in Magic City by himself like that, nigga, before Blue and BMF and reached them, stamping that shit. So now when the people in the management and people at the front see him, later on, after he had planted and they know he with us, now he come by himself with the people he with. Oh yeah, let him in. This how niggas get their clout. This how niggas shit start in the city. Before then, nigga, you don't got it. They was coming to ask us. We were like, obviously had to pay. We from BMF, we had to pay to get in the club, and you just walk right in. Damn near no pat down type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's where we was at in the city. That's how the level we was at in the city at that point in time when I met Jeezy, and the level he was at in the city when I met him. You know what I'm saying? So I just be wanting people to understand where the origins of all of this shit comes from. How the people got to the point that they are and where they came from, because that's the only thing I could see. I love that Jeezy went on to do great things. I don't like how he did it, but I love that it happened. You know why? Because it was my plan from the beginning for that to happen. It just wasn't my plan for it to happen the way that it happened and us be excluded. We'll get to that in a minute.
How come you guys didn't sign?
Okay, because at the time that we was doing everything, like you said, all we had was drug money. So if I signed him, I got to give him advancement. I can't get him. We was already giving him shit. We already gave him $100,000 chain and gave him a biz. He already with us. He BMF. So my thing was, I ain't trying to fuck niggas, and we ain't gonna do the official signing of nobody until we got the paperwork, until we signed and we get a legal check. And now, we got $2 million that's BMF Entertainment. Now I can sign niggas. How the fuck I'm gonna sign niggas when I don't got no money to sign them? I was trying to do real legit business with some street niggas and let them niggas know, hold on, nigga, this gang, this the mile. We're gonna go get this deal. Once we get this deal, everything could be allotted the right way. This is how it was supposed to happen. Let me tell you. Okay. It was supposed to be from this 45-day session of music, studio session at Patchwork Recordings in Atlanta. The music that came from that was supposed to get promoted for 6 months. After that 180 days, I was going to take the situation wherever at the point that it was in, because we was already lit a little, but not lit because we hadn't dropped Jeezy. Jeezy wasn't dropped yet at this point. You feel me? He was just getting lit for being known to be with us and putting out a few records in that time. But we hadn't went in and like, all right, nigga, we finna do this BMF shit. We doing it. I'm finna launch the label. You gonna be one of the artists. You gonna be one of the niggas. We finna put this music out. Once we put the music out and get it bubbling, we gonna run up to New York. I'm gonna get the deal for BMF. And once I get the deal, you gonna sign at CTE. You gonna sign yourself to CTE. Jeezy would have signed to CTE, and CTE would have signed to BMF as a record label. BMF would have signed to Def Jam as an implant at the label. Okay, we would have took a label deal, not an artist deal is what he took. He X'd us out and went and took a label deal, I think, for $750,000. My plan was to turn up for like 6 months, do all the shit that we did anyway. We still did it once he was signed to the label, and I'll get with you on that in a second. But we supposed to record the music, turn that shit up for 6 months, then go to New York and get a big deal for the label. And then I signed CTE, his label, out of that deal and give his label a chunk. And then he pay his label out of that money. That's how it's supposed to go. If that would have happened, then what we would have had was Bleu DaVinci, Big Meech, J-Bo, more than likely, Bull, Tito, D-Shot, and Ill in the office, working in the office in Def Jam. That would have been who would have run the BMF Entertainment record label in Def Jam's office on one of their floors, okay, with an imprint, okay? And our first project would have been Jeezy, CTE, and Jeezy, and everything would have happened the same way it happened. We'd have been on Def Jam, would have had the same money, the same budget. It just would have been bigger than what it was because he still would have been connected to BMF. So I feel like the fans got their hands on Jeezy between the time the shooting happened with Wolf and the time he released his first album. Because between that period of time, Jeezy cut off all ties with BMF. No matter how people or how it seemed to people, he severed all ties. Now, those ties didn't mean that you weren't able to show up and be at a club and appear around Jeezy. But I mean ties as far as being able to do anything for or with legally BMF. That was over. So that means no more songs, no more, none of that shit that could make money with Def Jam. Nothing that had to do with Def Jam he would include BMF with, period. When he said he was cool with Meech or not, period. So I didn't understand it then. Remember, through all of this shit that I'm talking about, I'm a kid. I wasn't a 45-year-old man that knows what he knows now. I was like a 26-year-old young man that was being exposed to a whole lot of shit in real time, a lot of shit I knew, but I didn't know everything. And to go back to that question right quick, I should have signed him. That's something that I did wrong. But I was going off the real nigga pre-test, the street shit. Man, this nigga ain't going. I never even thought that he would do nothing like that. Nigga, this BMF, nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, we buying this nigga cars, nigga, chains. He with us. You feel me? He gonna be too scared, nigga, to do some shit like that, is what I thought. But once I kick to you how it played out, it's gonna all make so much sense. So now, boom, let me just speed up. Shit going on. Wolf, the shit happened with Wolf. Now, when the shit happened with Wolf was the third day of a 45-day studio session at Patchwork for the launch of BMF Entertainment, the first real official music for BMF Entertainment, including Jeezy, Bleu DaVinci, and some other people that we'll talk about at some other time. Now, the third day, I got the first week. I'm recording. I'm giving Jeezy the second week. And then the third week is broke down 3 days at a time between the different artists and so on and so forth until the 45 days is done. That's how I scheduled it. It's my company. I scheduled it. I'm letting you guys know how I ran this company. I scheduled the pay. We ain't got the brown bag, paid Curtis the brown paper bag of money. He's online talking about it and everything. Boom, and we start the studio. I got my producers in there, got my engineers in there. I'm paying everybody. I'm doing my shit. I'm running this whole shit. There's no Meech in there saying, all right, look, we gonna run this through SSL. We gonna have Josh mix it over here, but we gonna have Andy mix these three because it's this sound and we need more low 808 and Andy's better with them low 808 sound. This is me in there running the record label, my nigga, okay? So now I allot Jeezy a time to record. The gunshots go off that day. I don't return back to the studio. I leave out the studio with a Carbon 15 and people at the studio thought I did the shooting, but the shooting was done and I got the call and I left. Last time I came back. Speed up. Meech had people go home to their respective states until he figured out what was going on with his double homicide charge. Okay. So everybody that was from BMF, it was a shot Meech called and he sent everybody home. So while we all went back to LA. So while we in LA, what I do is I make an executive decision. And I tell Jeezy, I say, look, I'm not going to kill the studio session because we probably going to be back, nigga, in 30, 20, 2, 3 weeks. We'll be back. So nigga, just stay in that bitch and keep working, crank out records, because we still got to be on time for when we come back together. I ain't worried about this shit. Shit gonna be popping. So he sent a couple of records back the first couple of weeks, and then next thing you know, bro, that nigga, I just get a call, bro, and it was Jeezy, and he was like, hey, my nigga, I did it, bro. I did it for the fam, my nigga. I just did it. I'm like, you just did what? I'm still in LA. He like, nigga, I just did it for the fam, my nigga. I just signed the poor band Def Jam, nigga. I said, what?